Hello, distinguished friends and colleagues. This is Stuart Hamilton, the Pro-Life Activities Coordinator for the Archdiocese of Louisville, Kentucky, serving under Deacon Stephen Bowling. And this is 5 Minutes for Life, where we take 5 minutes to discuss one topic, one event, or one ministry that affects the pro-life movement here in the Archdiocese. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have unfortunate news. It's not unexpected, but it is unfortunate. This Friday, Planned Parenthood announced and filed a class action lawsuit against the two Kentucky state laws that currently make surgical abortions illegal. Now, I'm just going to read to you from an announcement from Adia Wushner, our friend, the executive director of Kentucky Right to Life. Quote, "We are reviewing the class action lawsuit filed today, challenging two Kentucky laws. The trigger law restricting abortions except for the life of the mother, and the heartbeat law, which limits abortion once fetal cardiac activity is detected at approximately 6 weeks. The complaint states an expectant mother is 8 weeks pregnant and seeking the right to terminate her pregnancy," unquote. Now, as I mentioned, this is not unexpected. Probably the most unexpected and shocking thing here is that they released this news on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, a thought I'm going to come back around to later. Now, Planned Parenthood has been seeking for months a Kentucky Roe, a woman who would have first party standing in the court of law that could say that they are being harmed by not having access to abortion. And apparently they found this woman, a Roe, who will say that she has a right to abortion. Now, she's been granted anonymity by the lawsuit, but we do know she's 8 weeks pregnant, and we do know she believes she has a right to abortion. We also know that she could overturn not only the trigger law, but also the fetal heartbeat law, which would protect all the unborn over 6 weeks of gestation. Now, I have to admit, I've met a lot of people who are conservative that have reservations about the trigger law. They say, perhaps we should allow a rape exemption. Now, as a Catholic, I don't understand that. I will always ask them, do you really believe that the life of a child conceived in rape has less dignity or less worth than the life of a child conceived in some other circumstances? And they say no. But if we appease the abortion lobby, perhaps they'll lose traction and not be able to get any further in their legislative efforts. Look, this goes to stand. These people are not interested in appeasement. Planned Parenthood stands to gain hundreds of millions of dollars in perpetuity in their business here in the state of Kentucky. They want unrestricted abortion access for every woman for any reason. And they want a Kentucky state a constitutional amendment, much like the one that they just won in Ohio, so that our Constitution states abortion is a right here in Kentucky. We have got to stand unified in this. Now, I'm speaking from my heart. There has been a culture-wide collapse in our understanding of the dignity of human life in virtually every area, from immigration to drug use to homelessness to prostitution and human trafficking. We as a culture are in a crisis. We cannot see the value of the dignity of human life, and that's why we pro-lifers must stand together and recognize the dignity of every human life from conception to natural death, regardless of the circumstance of the conception. Now, in this point of the video, I want to talk about a couple of ways you can get involved. First of all, prayer. On January 13th, this is Saturday, January 13th at 6:30 at St. Gabriel Catholic Church, we are having our annual Pro-Life Memorial Mass. Archbishop Fobb will be there, and I invite all of you to come out in Mass to pray for the unborn at this Memorial Mass. Now, I don't think there's a mistake here when this news was handed down on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. I think that Our Lady is telling us the only reason we've been granted such blessings here in the state of Kentucky thus far is because of consistent and diligent prayer. So let's get together on January 13th and continue to pray all together as a believing body. Secondly, I am promoting on Tuesday, January 23rd, put it on your calendar, the first annual Kentucky March for Life. Now, we have gone many, many years to the National March for Life, but now it's time to bring the National March to Life home. We need to march in Frankfurt to let our legislators know that we will not budge on any aspect of laws that protect the dignity of human life, that protect the dignity of mothers, that protects the dignity of children. And that's what this march is all about. The theme is love them both. So we have a whole days planned. Kentucky Right to Life is sponsoring. I ask that every pro-lifer in the Archdiocese show up on Tuesday, January 23rd to march with us. There's going to be a mass, there's going to be a rally, and of course there's going to be a prayer service. So please, please come on January 23rd. Last but not least, if we want to continue to make abortion unnecessary and unthinkable, we need to have programs that provide for these women in crisis. And the best one I've seen is the Walking with Mothers in Need program, which is a parish-wide program. We've had multiple parishes participate, and they are doing great work. We're having a new training on January 6th. Saturday from 9 o'clock to about noon. If you want to be involved in that training, please contact my office and I'll tell you how. That's all the time I have. So please remember, every human life is worth fighting for because every human life has dignity in the eyes of God. If you like what I'm doing here, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when new videos are coming out. God bless you. We'll see you here next time.